everybody? Welcome back to another episode. Finally, we had the 4-day weekend over here. Beautiful, beautiful weekend. Uh, Hope you guys had a safe and happy Memorial Day. We got a few things to talk about. Very excited for today's show. Thank you guys for being here. Let me see who's with us today. Well, tonight, it's already 7 o'clock. Let's see who we have here today. Insane One in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We have, let's see who else we got here today. We got Burial in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight with us. We got Doc Bad in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got Talia in the house. What's going on? I haven't seen you in a while, my friend. Thank you for being here. Action in the Box. What's going on? That's a new name. Thank you for being here, my friend. Joker Dre in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Figment in the house. What's going on? Fabs the Godfather. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Bobby made it. Drinking beer on a Tuesday. Unbelievable. This guy. Oh, my God. Look who made it. He's back. He's been MIA for 2 months. He's back. Thank you for being here, my friend. Finally. Unbelievable. So, guys, let's get the show started. All right, guys. So we have some topics. Shout out to Bobby, as usual, getting the topics together for me because I'm too lazy. No, I just don't watch anybody's stuff. So obviously, people who are, who watch everybody would know more about what's going on in the community. So I'm grateful that I have people like that around me who can help me. So this is what there's a rumor. Okay, apparently, we don't know. Obviously, we never know anything. But this guy apparently is coming soon. Again, I don't know if it's true, but apparently it's supposed to be coming out at some point soon. Again, this is a very exciting figure, at least for me, in the sense of having that original DX, that Bespin Luke DX, is and getting this 2.0, it's going to be an amazing feeling. Number one, obviously everything's going to be updated, new head sculpt, new hair pieces, new body, new clothing. So all that stuff is really, really exciting to be around for. I never expected another one to ever be made, which is why I treasure mine so much. But this is cool. The fact that you get this Darth Vader head again, for those who don't know, the original Bespin Luke DX came with this as well. So it's cool that they give it to us again. For those who missed it, I don't know what else they could have given us as an accessory, but I'm not complaining. Also, you get the Dagobah themed figure base here. Again, this is nothing new, especially that base cover. We've gotten that with, I forget which other Luke. And it's a sticker. So we got multiples of this one specifically. So we've gotten that before. This piece we've gotten before as well. So there's nothing new. So that is, again, just the exclusive stuff you'll be getting with the figure. So you'll be getting 2 bases like the Ahsoka, except with this figure, you're getting the 2 full bases. It's not like you're getting one with one DX and then one with another. No, you're getting both bases with the figure. And again, this is the deluxe version. And let's see what the collectors, it's already waitlisted, as you can see. And let's compare what the differences are going to be. So that base is beautiful. That's a nice looking base. That looks like the, who has a base like that? Is it Boba Fett? I think Boba Fett has a base like that, if I'm not mistaken. So here, so you don't get much. You don't get the exclusive stuff. Obviously, you get this regular base. They're mentioning again the eye rolling feature because that's the new thing to, to sell figures with. Everything is apparently worth getting, rolling eyeballs for whatever reason. So I don't know why, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? Let's see. What surprised it didn't drop last? Oh, so you knew about it? Yeah. See, I didn't hear about it. I didn't know about it again because a lot of these rumors, like, where did they come from? They're not coming from Hot Toys. I'll tell you that. And the only way you will ever find anything out is from people, through people from China, who are like in that area, who are always in Secret Base or Echo Base or wherever they need to go to buy. They're the only ones who, once they take pictures and start the rumors, that's how we find out everything. You know what I mean? So if a rumor started from in here, meaning from like this country, the US, I don't know. I don't trust it. I don't believe it, because how are we gonna know? It doesn't come from Hot Toys directly, ever. So that's why I didn't know. Even when Bobby told me, I was like, I don't know about that. I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. So, but again, you never know. It could drop tonight, or tomorrow morning or whatever. So that's why I didn't, I didn't know if it was true or not. But we still got to talk about it in case it is true. Thor says, "Thank God I pre-ordered best." You'll have it next year, my friend. Oh my God. Still no backpack for Yoda. Why would you want that though? It's not like you're gonna get a Yoda with it. Yeah, that's a good idea though. A double pack, him and Yoda, and having him with the backpack. That's a good one. William, Cody. We got Insane One saying Vader. Oh, would you guys buy a double pack with him and Vader? I would. Fantastic. Yeah, that's a nice base. I like the base. Star Wars. Yeah, if you're doing Star Wars lines, good luck. Clone Wars alone is insane. Okay, insane, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. We're getting vehicles for the line. Okay, remember there's 7 seasons of this stuff, so expect everything, and they're going to milk everything. And now, like they did Cat Bane with giving you accessories, or like they did the Clone Pilot as well. They'll give you an accessory for Clone Wars and for an actual movie, and that's gonna get you broke because, like, for example, I'll buy 2 to display both looks. I won't necessarily um you know army build. I don't get multiples just to get multiples and display the same figure multiple times. No, it's always to get that different look. So yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck real bad. Totally in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here tonight, as always. You made it, my friend. Taylor sent out an email saying that they have it in stock. Figured they were lying. Full mode. Yeah, they do that. Yep, they do that all the time. That's another thing. So good point with that, Joker J. They'll send out emails, or they'll post that the item is out for like ready to ship, and they'll make you pay for the full amount. And then it's like, just kidding. We kept your money. And then they'll send you whenever. If they send it to you, they'll send it whenever. And if they don't, you get store credit or whatever the hell they do. But yeah, it's scary. Carlos, my friend, ¿cómo estás? Bienvenidos, bienvenido esta noche a el Hot Toys Veteran. Thank you for being here, my friend. So I'm excited for this figure. One thing I heard when it was announced, I think it was last year. Not heard. It was a conversation we were having, and we're talking about, swapping the hair pieces, right? So you get obviously 2 hair pieces, just like the original DX, right? That's one. And then the messy one that looks wet right here, right? So apparently, or at least we hope that we are able to swap the hair pieces, as you can see, with the old ones. Again, it's not something that I would do, or for what, but if it looks better, why not? You know what I mean? Why not give us that feature? But I have a feeling that these heads are going to be obviously bigger than the original DX because of their entire, how their bodies are changing and stuff. So I don't know if that's going to work, because I doubt they're going to keep the exact same scale for that. But then again, it's Hot Toys, so who knows? They could easily give us the exact same, body that they, not the same plastic material body. I mean, the same size. Obviously, all these bodies are all updated. You'll never get a body from back then, from 10 years ago, 12 years ago. Now it doesn't even make sense for them to even carry that stock anymore. But so the bodies are definitely going to be bigger. What I'm talking about specifically is the scale. Remember that some figures are bigger than the older ones now. So that's what I mean. So we got to wait and see how that turns out. But again, this is why I don't get rid of my figures, because now I can compare what the differences are. And then when I make my videos, I usually, as you guys may know, I have them out together and to show you, this one has this one has that. So that's why I keep my figures, and don't get rid of them for that reason. They're more valuable to me to have them as like history than, making $100, $50, $200 on it. And then it's like, well, now I have nothing. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. So that's why I don't do it. Tuli says, smash that like button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it, guys. Hit that like button, please, if you don't mind. I appreciate it. Don't be selfish. The Thor says, what? Oh, he's talking to, let me see, my friend. So we got, let's see who else. Hit that like button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. So this is, again, was just a rumor. We don't know. Obviously, it didn't happen. Didn't happen this week, but doesn't mean that it won't happen. Not this week. This weekend doesn't mean it won't happen this week. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Anybody who's getting this, who's expecting this, as soon as it's released from Sideshow, let me know in the chat. TX Boy, what's going on, my friend? Yo, what's up? 16, love catching a live stream with you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. Let's see. So again, I can't wait. I can't wait for this. I'm excited. I'm very excited. And now, I think a big fear from everybody, or not everybody, literally, but from a lot of people, most people who really, actually buy the figures and specifically Luke's. We know that the head sculpts are usually scary. You know what I mean? When we know there's a new Luke, and the one thing that we focus on the most is the head sculpt, right? And it's usually very scary because from pictures, at least, it looks like they never get it right. It's always, oh, this is distorted, this doesn't look right, blah, blah, blah. The Mando Luke, to me, was an example of how good these head sculpts are getting. It didn't look as good in pictures as it does in hand, which is the craziest thing, because when I saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is literally, I'm looking at it and I'm like, this is beautiful. Because I thought it was going to look crappy like the pictures. I'm like, oh, the picture, and again, I'm still going to buy it. You know what I mean? I don't buy Hot Toys because, oh, well, the head's perfect today, so I'll get this one. Oh, this was not perfect. Like, I don't do that. I love Hot Toys. I love their product. I love how they make their product. Yeah, they're not perfect. Like, nobody's perfect, but I will always pick this company over anything because of the fact that I'm so used to their product. I'm so used to what they're capable of. And not only that, but being around for this long, over 10 years, it's a huge honor, to be honest, because it's like, how many companies can you mention that are this good that have been around that long? I don't know any. I don't know any. If they exist, I don't know them. And I'm not saying they don't, but I'm telling you, I don't know them. So that's why I'm so into. And again, it's not even like a Sideshow situation, where Sideshow, you deal with Sideshow directly. You know what I mean? So anything that you, even for example, buying a Sideshow product, you know what I mean? You're buying from Sideshow. You're buying their own product. So if anything happens, with that product, you could get to them directly. You know what I mean? And I don't mean, literally just, with commenting or just making a phone call. I mean, that's exactly making a phone call. Or with Hot Toys, you could go on their group page and you could comment and blast them. And they don't care. You know what I mean? They don't care. They're just going to keep doing whatever it is. Sideshow, on the other hand, though, would care about something like that because they're a company that is out of the US, right? So they have to be a little more customer service based because of who they are and what they do. Hot Toys, on the other hand, they don't, all they do is make product. That's it. They don't need to have customer service, even though, I'm assuming that at their, you know, uh, Echo Base and what's the other one? Rebel Base and all these places where they do sell their stuff, they have to have some type of obviously customer service there. But when it comes to whether it's, online or they're non-existent, you can't contact Hot Toys and be like, hey, by the way, like they don't, they don't. I never have, because what are they gonna do? They're in another continent altogether. So what are they gonna do for me? So that's why we deal with Sideshow. So, that's why I love the company. But now, again, hoping that at some point they become more reachable, you know what I mean? In the sense of dealing with them directly. Again, that's just me. I'm not saying that this is what should happen, but I'm going to give you an example. And it's not a good example by any means, but for example, InArt has their person, right? To do whatever it is that they do, right? And so we don't see that from Hot Toys. Again, they don't need to do any of this. They're king. They don't need to, oh, well, we need to get people to, they don't need it. This is what they don't do it. I'm just talking about things that I would want from the company that we love so much. You know what I mean? That's where I'm going. But to have them just completely not get involved at all, which again, I understand because they're just worried about making product. They're worried about all the behind the scene things. They're not worried about, again, customer service because they don't need to be. All they do got to worry about is quality, though. They do have to worry about quality. They do have to worry about, again, product, bringing us new stuff, new characters, new licenses, all that stuff. But again, just me, I think that it would be nice to be able to have direct contact with them if we needed to. Again, do they speak English? I would hope so. You know what I mean? So you could get into details and a lot of different reasons why they may not. But I don't think the English is a problem. You could, how many people, you know what I mean? It's now you got translators and stuff. So I don't think that's an issue, but that's what I would want. That's what I would want out of what do you call it? out of Hot Toys. Let me see. He's coming. Oh, you're getting him. Good. Okay. OG fan, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. I've got this on PO side. Yeah, nothing yet. No, nobody who's gotten anything. Mail code today was Sylvia. Oh no. Wait, you got Sylvia already? How? How'd you get Sylvie? That's selfish. You should have sent it to me. We got, let's see what he says. Do you have a preference with looks between this and that? Well, so two different worlds. I would never compare that. I would never compare them. You can't. It's not even fair. You got to remember too that the head sculpt of the Mando Luke is going to be completely different than the Bespin Luke. So it's not even comparable. The only thing you're gonna be able to compare and decide what you like better is how they look in your display. I like the Mando Luke because he's all black, and I love that. There's an all black outfit that's badass. This obviously, it's all brown. It's a different style, but still, he looks like he's ready for to fight. But again, what I think you're gonna be focusing more on is is how they look in your collection. How they look, whether it's on a detail or on a module case or wherever you put it, whoever you put it with, that's when he's gonna look, however you want him to look. But I could not compare. Oh, this one. I will tell you though which one I like better, but not which Luke is better. No, it's which one looks better. Absolutely. Yeah, it wouldn't be fair. It's like comparing, what was the thing everybody was trying to, the two Jokers, the InArt Joker and Hot Toys Joker. Like, that's not even, I could tell you which one looks better because which one's newer, but it doesn't mean that, actually like this one is better. Like, it's impossible. You can't do that, but I'm excited to have, the new set since I have the original set. But that Mando Luke is beautiful. Let's see. The door says, I prefer any Luke that shows up first. Oh man, that's horrible. That is horrible. You know what's crazy too, though? Actually, I can't say it. I can't say it on stream. The Thor, if you want to know the story, message me privately because you get a kick out of it. But yeah, guys, so beautiful again. So now, see this Luke here, this Darth Vader here. Beautiful, huh? See, I'm excited. Believe it or not, I'm more excited for the headpieces because I wonder what they're gonna look like on the new figure. See, here's nice and clean. And then here it's all wet. But yeah, so again, if you guys heard about it, I wasn't, it wasn't Bobby alone. He heard it too. Let's see. I don't prefer the black winter. Yeah, best in the placebo looking prime. Exactly, that's the thing. It just depends on how it's going to look in your collection. But both Lukes are going to be beautiful. They're both going to be great figures. When it comes to, again, bodies are going to be brand new, updated bodies. The outfits are going to be brand new, updated materials. So all that stuff, you can't really say like, oh well, this one's better. No, it's just how it looks. Which look do you like better? But it's always personal choice anyway. You know what I mean? Even if I tell you, oh, this one's better, that's my opinion. You know what I mean? It's how I feel. If you don't feel that way, you can't say, well, you're wrong because you know what I mean? It's an opinion. So it's just what you like. At the end of the day, it's what you like. And nobody can tell you this figure is the best because it's an opinion. It's an opinion. Everybody will think differently. You'll never find anything that everybody agrees that it's 1000% perfect because it's impossible, So that's why it's all up to you. And again, this is another reason why, and I've told you guys this plenty of times, is this is why I don't watch a lot of, I never did watch a lot of, whether it's YouTube or stuff like that, just because, I don't need anybody to tell me, their opinion. You know what I mean? I don't need to somebody influence me in any way whatsoever. I don't need it. You know what I mean? I trust my opinion. I trust myself. If I like something or dislike something, that's how I feel. You can't change my mind. It's not, it's not something that I need to be forced to do or not do or like or not like. You know what I mean? So that's why I don't really let people influence me quickly like that, just because of the fact that, like, my opinion, at the end of the day, your opinion is the only one that matters. End of story. You know what I mean? You feel a certain way about something and I'll tell you, oh, well, no, because if you feel strongly about your opinion, what I say means absolutely nothing, which is why I brought up the topic last time when it comes to people getting, influenced by other people who aren't even buying this stuff anyway, because it's a big deal. You know what I mean? If you're on the fence about anything, and just like he asked me, oh, what would you prefer? Innocent question. He just wants to know my opinion. He's not looking to get, swayed by my opinion. He's just, honest question. He wants to know my answer, right? Perfectly normal. The thing is, when some people ask that question, they want to have an answer and they want to be told what to buy. And what happens after that is, once you get the piece and you weren't 100% about it anyway, you're going to be like, and it'll be on the market the following week, because this is what happens. So to avoid all that stuff, always go with what you feel. Don't ask anybody anything. Just go with what you feel, because at the end of the day, what matters is your opinion. What matters is what you want to do with your collection, with your money, period, point blank, end of story. It's not a bad thing to ask for help, because I'm not saying don't ask people for help. That's not what I'm saying. But to have somebody tell you, oh, you need to spend your money on this. Absolutely not. Like, who the hell are you to tell me you know what I mean? So that's what I don't like. And people feel, and I've dealt with, YouTubers, one specifically, pretty much telling me, you just wasted your money because I made a video on that figure that you're posting, and I said in my video that figure was crap, so therefore you just bought that and it's crap. So this was a conversation that, like, the person messaged me on my post, and so that's what I mean. So what happens is they get used to this this power, you know, and so they feel like they just go around telling people what to do. And I'm not the one, you know what I mean? So that's why it's I get weirded out with that, because it's like I don't like telling people what to do, because I wouldn't want people telling me what to do. So another topic, guys. This guy was announced. We got a very limited edition release here. We got 300 pieces. Um, as Bobby knows, I wasn't gonna buy it. He wasn't gonna buy it. And then when it was announced that it was out, I was like, and I saw the price, $140. I was like, there is absolutely no way you could go wrong buying this for $140. Okay. So again, having two original Kingpins from So Toys, the all white ones, I ended up making a kit bash with the second head sculpt. So now I have two of those. To have a third one again, and this is, I remember this shirt from, I don't remember if it was his show or the Hawkeye show that he appeared on. I don't remember, but he's on one of the shows with his outfit on, right? With specifically the Hawaiian shirt. So I was like, do I really need it? No. I was talking to the guys in the chat. I was like, I'm not getting this. You know, you don't really need it, blah, blah, blah. But then again, as soon as I saw the price, pre-order immediately. Bobby was like, me too. I was like, traitor, you lied. So again, this is going to be a no-brainer for $140. You already know how the first one looked. It's a very, very decent figure. The figure to me is 8.5 to a 9. The only reason why I don't give it higher than that is because the boots were the cheapest things in the world. And mine came all stained because of, I think it was the shoes as well. There was something that was coming off and staining all the white clothes. So because of that, that was sloppy in my opinion. Whatever they put in there to stain all that stuff is sloppy. Shouldn't have happened. But what are you going to do? Again, for $140, this is great quality. Hopefully, again, we'll get a good figure out of it, but it shouldn't be bad. So that's why I ordered it immediately. And so I'm very excited for this, guys. We were also speaking on, we think, shout out to Flavio too. Flavio Lewis. Also, we were speaking on if Hot Toys is ever going to make this guy. And we think he's coming. They have to, either from the Echo show, either from the Punisher show. They never made him for Daredevil, which is very, very shocking to me. But he's definitely going to keep playing this role in other series. So I think it's coming. 100%. It's just when, when and which look are we getting? Are we getting the all white suit? Are we getting this look? Are we getting, you know what I mean? So we have to wait for that. But is it coming? I believe so. This figure for them, the fact that it's 300, and Bobby said this immediately. He was like, oh, there's a money grab. To a certain extent, yes, but I think that they had so many, head sculpts left over, and they figured, you know what, let's just use them up with whatever. And this is where this 300 thing comes in. I don't know. I don't remember much of what happened with the 300 limited edition Gambit. I don't think they ever did anymore. If you guys know in the chat, please let me know. I don't remember at the moment, but I remember they made 300 of those as well. They sold out pretty quickly, and then everybody was selling them on the secondary market, and then all of a sudden it just died down. But again, I don't remember if they did a second wave. If they did, let me know, because if they didn't, the reason why I want to know is because if they didn't do a second wave, then this is legit, right? A 300 piece release. So that's why I want to know. If it wasn't for Gambit, it's definitely not for this, So that's why I'm asking. So if you guys know in the chat, let me know. But this piece, again, it's going to look beautiful no matter where you put it. I love the hat. The hat gives them, and this is another reason why I said, you know what? It's not a big deal. Let me just spend the 140 for it. Because of this look alone. You could have him obviously like this, but then he's going to look exactly like he does with the white outfit that we already got, right? Or whoever got it has. This look, though, completely different. Just by adding the hat, it changes the entire look. And we know, for those who have him already, how big his body is, how tall his body is, and how heavy his body is. So this figure, height alone is gonna tower over, everything else like the first one's doing. So it's gonna look great, and you're at the hat on, gives it more presence. It's gonna stand out more. It's gonna pop more. So it's gonna be a great figure to get. Again, Soso Toys has been coming out with figure after figure after figure that's been very good. I've never had an issue with getting anything from them, meaning crappy quality. It's usually I always expect less from them, and for some reason every time I open the box I'm like, wow, this is really, literally every time. So that's why I keep buying them. You know what I mean? I keep buying the Soso Toys products because, in my opinion, to me, where my money goes, I feel like it's worth it for me, right? So that's why I share that with you guys, because I know a lot of people only buy Hot Toys. Nobody, they don't buy any third parties. So that's why I tell you guys my experience for that reason. So, having these figures on the market for this price tells you a lot about the community, not the community, the hobby. In the sense of, think about it. If you're getting quality from Soso Toys like this for $140, okay, what does that tell you? Again, it's unlicensed. We get that, right? That's why we're not paying premium prices. Understandable. But they could easily charge you $200 for this. And what are you going to do? You either buy it or you don't, right? I don't think people buy this product, the Soso Toys, because they're cheap. I don't think so at all. They buy them because they're good. A plus to that is the fact that they're cheap. Let me show you guys real quick. And this is my go-to example all the time because it's just such a great figure. Look at this. So let me see what you guys are saying real quick before I get into that. People got fat. Hawkeye, yes. Yeah, that was the show he was on. Yep. The hat is good. Yeah, the hat's beautiful. Kane too. Yeah, I think he came with that same Kane though, with the original. Hit that like. Thank you, my friend. Hit that like button, guys, if you don't mind, please. Thank you. Ash in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Look at you. That's 3 in a row. I'm counting. Test Jess, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Well, I order and it's common knowledge. I order my Soso Toys from gianttoy.com. From what I've experienced, they're always the cheapest, even if it's, by 1 penny. Like, I saw that Soso Toys had this price at $140. Not this one, the Kingpin at $140. And you go to Giant Toy, they have it for $139.99. Free shipping. So that's where I go for all my Soso Toys, and only for Soso Toys. Everything else, obviously, Kitchen, 1/6 kit all the time. So yeah, so this is my example. This is my go-to, right? So look at this figure. Again, not licensed. This is going to be nowhere near Hot Toys prices. Nowhere near. The quality of this thing is beautiful. The materials they use are great. Again, from experience, not because I'm making the company, sound better than it. No, because you guys know I don't do that. If it's crap, I'm going to tell you it's crap. And and again, you guys may know this already, but Soso Toys blocked me on their Facebook group. Why? I don't know. I never did anything to them. I never talked badly about their company, even before I wasn't buying them. I remember I did speak on the reason why Kit doesn't carry their products publicly many times. So I don't know if that's what caused it, but they blocked me for no reason. Again, from their Facebook group. I'm still buying their products because, again, none of this is personal, right? They have to run a business. So whatever I did to them, to whatever their business, they have to get rid of me by blocking me. Again, I'm not angry. I'm not bitter. Whatever I did, I did. I don't take it back. I don't know what I did, but whatever it is, I said it because I meant it. I don't need to lie about a company because who cares? But the one thing I am going to say is that even though I'm blocked, okay, and I could easily be bitter about it and say, oh, screw this company, they suck, blah, blah, blah. I'm not like that. I don't need to be like that, because if somebody's doing a good job and they're doing it for cheap and it's just helping us collect more and be more involved with the hobby, why not support the company? Again, they do shady stuff and they have done shady stuff. Okay. And this is why Kit doesn't carry them. They've stolen things from work from people and then sold it as their own. That's what they've done. It's public knowledge. So again, I haven't said anything false. I haven't said anything bad. I haven't said anything that is untrue. So I will always speak my mind. If you're going to block me, that's that's your choice. That's your prerogative. You could do whatever you want, as a company, as a single person, as a CEO, as a president, whatever it is that you want to do. That's up to you. I can't be mad about that. So if whatever I said affected, your business or whatever, it is what it is. Either stop doing whatever it is that's affecting your business, that's getting around the community, or don't complain about what is being said about your company. Obviously, the easiest thing to do is block the person and you're gone. Now they don't ever need to see what I have to say, which is ridiculous because they don't see it, but everybody else does anyway. And again, ever since my first So Toys figure, I've been praising the company from that day on. And my first figure has been was Warhead. That was my very first figure to complete my my Deadpool line. And again, I said what I had to say about the company, got the figure, beautiful. I will never badmouth anybody or a company just because of they blocked me or what. If they did something wrong and I said it and they got upset, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. I'm reporting what you did. And I'm not the only one who knows about it. You know what I mean? So why block a customer? You know what I mean? Somebody sent me the invitation for this group. And I was like, it doesn't exist. And they're like, what do you mean? So they took a screenshot of what they were trying to send me. And I was like, what the hell? So I started searching. So I'm like, it doesn't exist. It's not coming up. Then I found out I was blocked. And I was like, I never even been in that group. So how was I blocked? The group is pretty new. So I'm like, wait a minute. So anyway, so that's what happened. So going back to the figure, right? So getting this for, even if it's $200, right? $200. That's not bad, because a hot toy, it's going to be $285 and up. Okay? $285 and up. So you're getting unlicensed, really, really good quality figures. Okay. I will always support them as long as they keep pumping out good quality product that people want, figures that people want at the price point that people want. And this is one thing. I'm going to give you another example of this company. This company came unlicensed, right? They have no license for anything, and they're pumping out great figures, right? You have InArt, for example, and they're licensed overseas only. That's it. And look at their prices. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? They're more expensive than Hot Toys, who's licensed worldwide. This company is licensed in Asia? And all of a sudden you're $100-something more than a Hot Toy? Absolutely not happening. So are they capable of giving us good quality prices, good quality figures for good prices? Absolutely. Do they want to? Absolutely not. That's why they're just here for the money. And I'm talking about InArt specifically. Let's see what you guys are saying real quick. Fab said it's trash. I didn't. No, that's not what I said. Stop it. All you do is promote social. No, it's not what I do. What I'm saying is, when I do have like, for example, if I'm going to give you, what was the last figure? Oh, the Spider-Man, the Night Out Spider-Man. That figure, I gave that figure a 9.5. Okay. So that's what I mean. Like, I promote them. When I make my videos, I promote So Toys. I make my videos and talk about how great their figures are, how great they are for the money all the time. So that's what I mean when I promote them, because if you talk well about anything, you're promoting that. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. Not that I'm on every show saying, oh, God bless So Toys. No, that's not what I mean. But if I have a figure and they're relevant at the moment, I will always talk about, how I feel about anything that they do, or any company for that matter. Let's see. So Toys released a disclaimer stating we exactly, exactly. No, and I think it has to do with the whole situation with Kit and stuff like that because you guys know I promote Kit 24/7 about everything regarding his site, whether it's posting, sharing his stuff, my coupon code. Also, guys, I haven't given you guys my coupon code. If you haven't used it yet, I'm gonna type it in the chat real quick. You go to I'm gonna 16. So this is the website, and this is my coupon code for you guys to get I think it's $10 off. So you type that in at checkout, and you'll get $10 off anything you buy, anything in stock. I believe. I think actually he's actually allowing you guys to use that for pre-orders as well. So there you go, $10 off. You're welcome. And so so this company, Social Toys with this figure specific, not this company, the figure. Just looking at this and knowing, having their product in hand, I know that this figure is going to be incredible. Having head sculpts in hand, I know that this head sculpt is going to be incredible. Really, really good. Okay. Just from experience. The Rogue figure shipped finally. This one. Where'd you go? This one. She's shipped. She's on her way. Right. So I'm going to tell you when I get her in my video how she is. Honestly, I don't need to lie. If the figure sucks, I'm going to tell you this is not good. The body's not good. The head sculpt's not good. The hair's not. I will tell you the truth. I cannot lie and I cannot make up things to help anybody. The reason I don't do that is because I value my opinion more than anything at the end of the day. Like anybody in the world. This is when I don't know if you guys, a lot of you may know, remember or not, but this is when I tell you I don't idolize anything and I don't idolize anybody, So I don't look at anybody and go, "Wow, look at that person." Or, nobody in history besides obviously God, but any human, I don't idolize any human. So to sit here and listen to people tell me what to do, it doesn't sit well with me. It doesn't. I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like, who are you to tell me what to do? That's how I take it. I take it as an insult. You know what I mean? I don't take it as like, oh, thank you for. No, if you're like, if I didn't ask you for your help and you're telling me to do something, that's like the fastest way to like make me angry because it's like, who the hell are you talking to? You know what I mean? So that's why I get a certain way sometimes, depending on what it is. But so that's why I have to always be honest because I don't need to lie to anybody. For what? Who am I lying to benefit, to get what out of it? What am I getting that's so great that I need to lie to people for? Am I getting anything? You know what I mean? So I will always be honest because the moment you start lying, right? Like people already may think, if you do or not, it is what it is. Doesn't bother me. It doesn't affect me. It doesn't, it doesn't, I don't care. But people may say, oh, he's constantly kissing Kit Chen's ass. He's, well, yes, because nobody knows what he's done for me from the years that I've been buying from him. Nobody has any clue. So because only I know what he's done for me, again, over the many years of collecting and buying from him specifically and only, because again, all my third party was only him forever. So that's what I mean. I will always support somebody that has helped me out. And he didn't have to help me out at all. He didn't have to do anything for me at all. Not once. He did because he wanted to. He did because he wanted to help his customer. He wanted to. So why wouldn't I do the same? Why wouldn't I return the favor? Why wouldn't I let you guys know how amazing this company is? Forget him as a person. That's a completely different world, right? Because I anybody who messages 16 Kit, they'll talk to him, or they go to his group or whatever, they'll talk to him, right? Directly. So me dealing him or knowing him as a person is a completely different conversation. I'm talking about the business. I'm talking about, the his website. I'm talking about the company. So that's why I promote the company so much. Again, him as a person, he's a great person, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about specifically opinions on, companies and product and stuff like that. So that's why I will never, you know, even if somebody says, "Oh, hey, we'll give you this for free if you give us a," I would never. I would never, because that's being fake, which I'm not. I can't be fake. I don't like lying to people. I don't like being lied to. Right? So that's why if that's how I feel, that's how I feel. And if you don't like it, I'm sorry. I tell you guys all the time. Nobody will ever make everybody happy. It's impossible. It's unrealistic. It doesn't happen. Right? It doesn't happen. Even God can't make everybody happy, because there's a lot of people who are atheists. So exactly my point. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. So I will never sell my soul for likes, for views. Oh yeah, if you're a company coming to me, if you want an honest, opinion about something, you're going to get an honest opinion about something. If you're expecting me to lie about a product, don't even bother coming to me with your product. Don't even. And this is why I don't, you'll see a lot of shows, interviewing companies. I've streamed with the guy, John, from in our on couple streams. Nicest guy. So I don't know if you guys saw that episode, or one of the episodes, but when I was asking him questions, it was like, it felt good being able to, which is why I brought the whole thing about Hot Toys, to have more direct contact with them. It felt good being able to talk to, somebody directly connected to that company, to give us answers, right? Which we got none. Again, during those streams that I did, it was more of, oh, I'll get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. It was a lot of that in the beginning. And now we know why. So to have to, again, lie for whom? Who am I lying for? I'm lying to myself. Because the moment I do something that's, whether it's lying to somebody or deceiving somebody or misdirecting somebody, what happens? The moment that happens the one time, nobody will ever take me seriously again, because they'll be like, oh, he does it for this, he does it for that. And that's what happens all the time. Again, you have people constantly interviewing these guys, oh, for this, giving them clout and this and that, but they never talk about anything negative about their stuff. Number one, they don't own anything from their stuff. Okay. That's number one. If they do, if you're constantly having this person that you're buying stuff from, right, you're most likely getting it at a discount. Number one. Number two, you're getting stuff from the person that you're constantly interviewing to give them clout, right? So you can benefit out of it. But what you're doing is you're doing a disservice to everybody, because you're not being 100% honest about the products that you're pushing on people. You know what I mean? And that's why I would never do that. I would never do that. I don't care. I don't care if I have one viewer for the rest of my life for being honest. I don't care. I'd rather be honest than be lying to everybody and have everybody like me because I'm a liar. Never in a million years. So that's why this figure, if they did 300, it'll be a good, again, I don't know what's going on with the Gambit at this point. The Gambit was going for, I sold 2 at, I think it was 350 to 400 or 400 to 500. One of those two, or maybe, because I bought 3. I kept one and I had sold 2. I think one was like 400 and I think the other one was either 450 or 5, something like that. But it was crazy. That was like in the very beginning when they sold out. But then they started like popping up again. And I don't know if it was a second wave or not, but that's what I remember. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick before I continue with my I love you so please. This guy. Yeah, you do. I was kissing their ass. Unreal. Unbelievable. Fazbear Black. My knitting group. Unbelievable. You guys are the worst. Oh my god, that's sick. You guys are the worst. I can't wait for their look. Yes. Oh yeah, the cowboy Logan. Yeah, he's gonna be nice. Somebody needs to get a horse for that Logan. If you got a 1/6 scale horse, oh, he's gonna look beautiful. Jose in the house. What's going on, my friend? What do you know about Saturn toys, Batman and I don't know anything about Saturn toys. I don't own anything Saturn toys. Um, what what scale is that, and when did they announce Batman and Robin? Because I don't know Saturn toys at all. I know Mars Toys made them, made Batman and Robin, the 66 Batman and Robin, but I don't know about Saturn toys. Teach me. I want to know. Wave Fabs knows how to. Oh my god. I am so not a fan of this rogue. Yeah, no, it's funny. I wasn't gonna buy her. I really wasn't. I wasn't gonna buy her. And then I said, you know what? I said, because they're gonna keep making, they made the Gambit, now it's Rogue. I was like, I see where they're headed. I have to get her. Because it'll be the one figure that you need to complete the line, and it'll be Rogue, and it'll be like, why didn't I get her? And now she's $5,000. So that's why I got her. But she does not look great in pictures. We'll see what she looks like in person. Tuli says, me personally, I have so much from Hot Toys that I want them to keep dropping so much heat. I don't want to have the time to delve into third-party companies right now. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody gets third parties, and a lot of people just focus on Hot Toys. And again, not even every Hot Toy, just what they like from Hot Toys. Again, there's nothing wrong with that. So that's what I was trying to explain to you guys, that when I speak on something, it's because I have it. You'll never hear me talk about something that, number one, I don't have, or number two, that I don't plan on getting, right? And if you hear me talk about something I'm not getting, I'll tell you I'm not getting this, because I don't need to talk about it, because I don't care. But if I do have it, or if I am getting it, I will definitely tell you how it is and what it looks like in pictures and what it looks like in hand, because it's just for you guys to know how I feel. It's not for you guys to go and sell your figures. It's not for you guys to know, or to go buy anything. Again, it's not for that. It's just for you guys to know what I've experienced, and then you decide whatever you want to do from there. If you want to buy. If you don't, you don't. That's up to you. But lying to you doesn't do you any good. Because if I get the figure and I'm like, this is crap, and I'm like, oh my God, guys, you got to go buy and get this. You got to go out and buy, go out and buy this. And then you get it, and you're like, this is garbage. So I just helped So-So Toys, or any company, make money off of you because I lied. I would never do that. That's not me. That's not my character. I'm not a scumbag. I'm not a piece of shit. So I would never do that to anybody. A lot of people have, they message me privately asking my opinion. I tell them exactly how it is. And another reason why I tell you guys how it is because that's what I like. I like people telling me how it is. I don't like people sugarcoating stuff and lying to me and telling me one thing when it's another. Just tell me what it is. Let me decide. Let me make my choice. But give me the facts. So that's what I do. I give you guys what I see, what I have in hand, what I show you, and let you guys decide what you want to do. Even though a lot of these cool, very cool, especially that Cajun card, the really yeah. So that's the Gambit. So that Gambit, it's that comic book style Gambit, and then obviously Rogue, it's that comic book, that cartoon, that 90s cartoon X-Men look. So that's why I know where they're headed. This is not going to be just their second and they're done. They're going to keep going with those lines, especially because they're selling. You know what I mean? Everybody loves X-Men. Everybody's been wanting Hot Toys to start their X-Men line. So it's a no-brainer to collect the X-Men, but it's gonna get nuts with that line, and you'll see. They're gonna give you Professor X. They're gonna give you Jubilee. I have a feeling, because she's like the most unmentioned one. You're gonna get Wolverine most likely, absolutely. You're gonna get Storm. You may get a Beast. So they're doing the core right now. Gambit, Rogue, and then you're gonna get, obviously, like I said, Cyclops. You're gonna get all the core, and then we'll see where they decide to take it. Harold in the house. What's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. You made it. Group hug. This guy. Oh my God, group hug. Unbelievable. Let's see. I sell myself for this guy. Yeah, I sell myself for a Han Solo. Unbelievable. But where did I see this? Somebody just posted. I don't know, Joker J, if you're on Facebook, but somebody posted a Han Solo for sale I think it was it looked like a custom like Bespin Han. You may want to look into it because it looked pretty good. Let's see. Oh yeah, no, always. I can't. You know what I mean? I can't do it. I can't be a liar. I can't be fake. I can't. You know what I mean? If I'm not doing something, I'm not doing something. If I'm doing something, I'm doing something. I don't need to lie to you to sound good or to look good. I don't need to impress anybody. Like you guys know already. All of this behind me and around me has been done quietly, minding my own business over the years. That's why again, I was never on YouTube. I was never on, on Facebook. I was never on any of that stuff, sharing my stuff. It was done quietly because I'm not that type of person. I don't need to boast. I don't need to shove anything in anybody's face. What I do for myself is what I do for myself. I don't need to make anybody feel bad or make them feel less than, or I'm not that person. I don't, if that were the case, right? If that were the case of, oh, I have more and nobody has what I have. Flavio, I would be like, yo, Flavio, you don't have a collection. Well, I don't want to be around you, but it's not about that. Flavio, shout out to Flavio again. Um, he's you guys, obviously we made fun of him in the beginning. Oh, it's empty, blah blah. You guys don't know what's coming. Okay. He asked not to talk about it, which I'm not, but you guys don't understand. So this is why, like, I don't judge people. I'm not like, oh, he doesn't have as much as I do, so I can't be. I'm not that person. Like, having stuff doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. At least to me, it doesn't matter. I just love what I love, and that's why I have tons of it. But it doesn't make me who I am having this stuff. It only makes me the Hot Toys veteran. Eric in the house, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. We got, let's see. He made it. So what happened? Tell us. Did you fix it, or are you good, or let us know? Let's see. Yeah, no, that I'm telling you, everybody, and that Hot Toys, if they decide to do the core, we're getting that Professor X's chair, Magneto, all that stuff is coming if they decide to get into it. But are they gonna? Who knows? Yeah, comic book. Yep. The 66 Bat Robin are under Saturn brand, but it's not. Yeah. So okay, so there you go. So and I didn't know that. I didn't know it was Saturn. I didn't know it was Saturn brand. I knew it was Mars Toys, but they do that. So you'll have a big company, and I've talked about this plenty. You'll have a big company with smaller companies that they own, and they'll give you cheaper quality figures from their smaller companies, so they don't have to necessarily be looked at as, oh, look at this cheap crap that we just got from, for example, if they weren't named Saturn toys, you would just call it Mars Toys, and you would say, oh, look at these crappy figures from Mars Toys. But you're not going to say that because it's Saturn. So you go, look at this crap figures from Saturn. Who the hell is Saturn? Nobody knows. And that's how they get away with it. So that's why they do that. So all you got to do is, oh, I'm not buying Saturn toys anymore, but you'll keep buying Mars. And that's the game. So multiple companies do that. I just wish third-party companies would make some aliens from, yeah, see, but the thing with the aliens is you're not going to get good quality from these third-party companies specifically for an alien body. That's the only issue. You're not going to get that Hot Toys quality, at least, from these companies. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to give you an example. So remember when I'm trying to think if it was the Dark Side figure that was made by Toys Era, or the Lizard, the third-party Lizard by Premier Toys. The figure looks decent. Looks fine. You put it on the shelf. I have it next to Dr. Connors, the actual figure of him as a human. I have him next to the Amazing Spider-Man, both of them from the first movie, not the second movie. And he looks incredible. No complaints whatsoever. But the legs, very flimsy, very tough to stand on its own, because again, it's a massive figure. So what I did was I used the tail, which is articulated. You can bend it, It's wired. It feels like it's a wired tail. I used it as a little bit of a base. So I have them standing in the tail. I'm using it as an extra third leg as support because it doesn't stand. And I have them obviously leaning back against the detail. So that's what I mean. You know, the body of this predator, or the not predator, of this alien, it's not going to be good because they don't invest in those type of materials. You know what I mean? If you get the only aliens I have right now are the Alien Warrior, which is that last alien release that they did, and I have a dog alien from years ago. Those aliens, a lot of those aliens' bodies right now, again, for those people who have the temperature issues, are destroyed, gone. That rubber, gone, completely gone. Some apparently still good. Mine is still good, thank God. But those bodies, you know, again, it's like it felt like a silicone, like very jelly-like material, very, very fancy. But it went to crap to some, you know, for some people who have the temperature issues. So I don't think that a third-party company would be good for aliens. I think Hot Toys should re-release Aliens. Now, having, again, it's been how many years since the original release? You have better materials, you have better body, you have better everything now, right? You have better painters, you have better paint, you know, actual paint. You have, you know, that sticks better, that looks better, that shines better, that's more matte, that's more glossy. So all of that combined will give us amazing, amazing alien figures, but not from a third party. And if you want it from a third party, they're not going to be as good, and you're not going to be happy with that. You know what I mean? Maybe if you just want that to know that you have the presence of an alien or of an alien figure in your collection, that'll do it. But to get that real, you know, official look of an alien, you need it from Hot Toys. Flavio is where is Flavio? He is actually on vacation. He'll be back next week because he's coming back on Saturday. After there's a Saturday stream, so he won't be around. So he'll be back. He'll be back though. Flavio's cool. Collect that. Yeah, exactly. No, and it's and the hobby. You know, what brings us together is obviously the figures, but what keeps us together is the people. You know what I mean? If you don't like people, you're not going to be around them. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to bring good people around me. And if they don't work out, they don't work out. That's life. That's life. It is what it is. You know, not everybody's meant to get along. Not everybody's meant to always be happy. It's unrealistic. Life is up and downs, you know, ups and downs. It's not just everything's perfect all the time. You know what I mean? So that's how I live my life. I'm very realistic about everything. You know, I'm not a spacey person like, oh, what if? No, I'm very, you know, I need the facts and that's it. And I don't need to know anything else. And it's just how I operate, you know, and a lot of people can't handle it, but I'm not for everybody, you know, not everybody's for everybody. So we're all veterans for our own collections. Exactly. Literally. I heard that Howie has some involvement with third party. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that because I don't know how that would benefit him, because think about it. If I'm Hot Toys, right, and I own Hot Toys, why would I want third-party companies to give me competition on what I'm making? You know what I mean? And a lot of the times, if you notice, you'll have third-party companies announcing things just randomly, and then all of a sudden Hot Toys comes out after the fact. And you think, oh, you know, they announced it first, so Hot Toys you know, must be copying the third-party company. It's never that way. It's never that way. A company that started 3 years ago cannot be copied by a company that started 15 years ago. And I don't mean that literally. Absolutely, you can. But is it likely? Absolutely not. You know what I mean? The Hot Toys is not looking to copy anybody. They're in their own world. They're in their own thing. They don't need anybody to oh, let me see what they're making over there. Never. I think what happens is things that they're making, they leak. Right? They leak, and then you have another company make it. But I don't think that Hot Toys is involved in any of that, because it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense. The only way I would see it making sense would be if these third-party companies that he's involved in were, number one, owned by him, and number two, if they were making only figures that he's not making, right? So if I'm Hot Toys and I'm making, the Guardians of the Galaxy, so I'll tell my third-party company, all right, I'm not making this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. You guys make it. Don't worry about the quality. Just make it. That's how that would work. But third-party companies make whatever they want because they're all in competition. So, who was it? Toys R Us? Toys R Us came out with the Vulture, right? Just an example. The Vulture comes out. They tease it. Then Eternal comes out with their Vulture. No, it was first Eternal, then Toys R Us. Obviously, we know Hot Toys has been teasing it for years. So Toys R Us comes out with theirs. That's the one I got. Eternal, I didn't even know what happened with it because I didn't even see anybody buying that. Everybody that I saw had Toys R Us. They didn't buy Eternal, so I don't know what Eternal looks like. So having what was the name of the company? Having Toys R Us make that before Hot Toys, what does that do for people? Oh man, I don't have to wait for Hot Toys anymore. I could get a third party. All I want is, a figure with those wings because the figure looks incredible. Boom. Now you spent $250, $280, whatever it was for that Vulture, right? What are the chances of you buying the Hot Toys Vulture after having that Vulture that was not cheap by any means? That's what happens. It's a problem, So you just took money that somebody could have spent on Hot Toys on me, and you made them give it to you for your Vulture. You know what I mean? It's very common. So that's what happens. And that's why I don't think that would work out. But, it is what it is. Sideshow sending us. Oh, awesome. Oh my God, that's great. Because everybody was saying that Sideshow was not doing that. They were like out of replacements apparently. So you lucked out. Very, very lucky. Luis, you made it. Thank you for being here, my friend. What's going on? Luis was on vacation. He came back trans, I think. Let's see. We got. Oh yeah. Eric in the house, guys. Just so you know, I know I post I posted something in the group, in my group about Eric, and in my Instagram, on my Instagram about Eric. I just mess around with him. So you guys don't think it's for real. I joke with him a lot. So if you guys see something, don't think it's like, oh, like why is he saying that? It's just joking around. And he knows that. That's why I mess with him all the time. Thank you for being here, my friend. I hate you. So I like well, just for that, you get the real watermelon man.
Oh, hey, Flavio here, the House of Collectibles. You're probably watching this because you said a funny comment, you made a good point, or you dropped the watermelon emoji. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Ah! Galale,
galale! There you have it, guys. The watermelon man. I missed out on the first one on KP. I think I'll be picked. Oh, the all white one. Oh, you missed out on that one? Yeah, that was a nice one. I have a second one if you want to buy it. For you, it'll cost you a churro, a soda can, and a comic book. There's certain live streams that I don't follow because they're full of. Well, that's what happens. You know what I mean? It's very. You know what it is? What happens is when you, like, for example, I have nothing, and this is why I don't do it. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I don't care to what's the word? To make pretend that I'm something that I'm not. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of that. And that's why I don't deal with, fake people, phony people. You're in a collecting hobby, right? And again, I mentioned this earlier. You're talking about things you're not even buying. How credible can you possibly be about that? You know what I mean? If we're not in a hobby that's about collecting figures, and all you do is talk about them, but you don't collect anything, how does that make sense? How can you have any credibility with what you're talking about when you don't own it. You're not up to date with what's coming out. You're not up to date with the new stuff. Just because you got figures from last year, the year before that, doesn't make you, you know, what's the word? Doesn't make you, oh my God, what's the word? Believable? Doesn't make you an expert? Doesn't make you knowledgeable about what you're talking about if either, again, you don't have the stuff that you're talking about in hand, or aren't even planning on getting it. Again, it's like me saying, guys, look at this figure. Look how terrible this figure is. Hold on. Look how terrible this figure is. Look at this. Garbage. Wow, look at this trash. And I'm never going to get it. I'm not going to get it. But I'm telling you it's trash, but I'm not going to get it. Right? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. I can tell you this figure looks great. This figure doesn't look that good. This figure, I can't wait to see it in person, because I'm going to see it in person. I'm going to see it in hand. That's the difference. And that's my point. How credible are you when you're not up to date with what's going on? Can't be. But again, people will watch, people will follow, people will support. That's their problem. I just can't be that way. I can't talk about something that I'm not getting. I can't make pretend that I'm something that I'm not. Again, I don't have to prove anything to anybody, and that's exactly what Commander Crook's saying. You develop an ego because you think that whether you have viewers or you have people watching you, you have a lot of whatever it is, whatever is making your head blow up. That's when it's not real. When they have nothing to offer the community, it can't be real. You know what I mean? So that's why I just mind my own business. As you guys know, I don't deal with anybody really. Just because of that. Like I can't, I don't know what the need is to need to be fake. Again, I look at it as why do you need to be, why do you need to lie to people? Why do you need to pretend yourself? Again, that's just me. A lot of people do it all the time. That's how they live their lives. I don't do that. I can't do that. So that's why you guys may think I'm weird sometimes, or to a certain extent, when I speak, when you see me, with certain people, and then you don't. It's like, what the hell happened? So that's how I live my life. I live my life just straightforward. I don't need to be looking behind my back, like doing people dirty, doing people wrong. That's not me. It's never been me. I just live my life how I live my life. You want to be a part of it? Cool. You're a good person? Cool. You're going to be a good friend? Cool. You're not going to be any of those things? I don't need you around me. For what? For what? So that's why I function differently than most people. And again, I'm not looking for anybody's approval. I'm not looking for people to be like, oh man, like he's cool. If you like me, cool. If you don't, cool. Again, I'm not here to please everybody. It's unrealistic. But there's a lot of people that do that for clout, and then they become exactly what he said. They develop these attitudes that are like, wait a minute, when did this happen? Like, when did you become this? They develop that in their own heads, and I'm this big deal, and I'm important. I'm this. But what do you do? Tell me what you do for the community. So that's my point. Because at least, like, let me answer that for myself, at least. What do I bring to the community? Well, number one, a lot of people collect, and a lot of people stay current, and a lot of people make their own videos, right? But I can tell you this, nobody, and I'm telling you this surely and 1,000% real about it. Nobody makes the videos that I make because nobody has the mentality that I make. Nobody thinks about the figures how I think. Nobody has been around, not nobody. A lot of people haven't been around as long as I have to have the knowledge that I have, right? To be able to point out things from the past. You guys see my videos, I have older figures to be able to compare, to show you tell me how many people do that or can do that. That's what I bring to the community. What do other people do? I don't know, and I don't care, but that's what I do. You know what I mean? That's what I do. So that's how I live my life, and it's always been that way, and it always be that way, you know. So that's what happened. But it's very true. It's very true, Commander Crook. Fly, you better come back from vacation. Need some more. Imagine, it's true. Primo, what's going on, my friend? Thank you for being here. Haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? All right. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Let's see what happened to the third party. Jack though Drax. Yeah, that's supposed to be coming out soon too. Apparently, I mean, I don't know how good that's going to be, but I hope it's good for you guys because I know a lot of people were excited for that because Drax was never getting made again. Obviously, he is now, but he's all covered up, and I think that figure, yeah, even though he has a jacket on, I think the body, from what I understand, it's got all the what do you call it, the detail and the paint and all that stuff. So I think that would be good if it turns out good, but I think it's gonna look cheap. Hopefully not. He, she, he, she, they. Unbelievable. This guy. Oh my god, you guys are unreal. Let's see. The Thor said, or buy figs to review, but send them back. Oh my god, stop it! Don't even get me started on that. Yeah, exactly. It's this guy, but that's another one. That's 1,000% true. You make a video, you get rid of the figure. It's just for the YouTube money, I guess. I don't know, but so again, I live this life for many years now. You know what I mean? I've been constantly ordering. You guys see what comes. Look behind me right now. This is what just came in today. So I got Geonosis Droid, Yelena. Again, because I love what I do. I love collecting. I love the hot toys. So for me to just say, oh, I'm gonna stop collecting, but I'm gonna tell you guys about my whatever. If I'm not involved in collecting anymore, why am I a part of it? You know what I mean? That's what I don't understand. But again, people are free to do whatever they want. I just won't be a part of it. I will not involve myself in fakeness or anything like that because it's not for me, A lot of the current live streamers create panic of missing out. It was just last year they were telling collectors not to pre-order. Now they're telling But again, people will follow who they want to follow, and that's their right and that's their choice. And then nobody could tell, nobody should be able to tell anybody what to do with, again, their life. So it's up to the person to either wake up to what they're watching or not. But it's their life. They're the ones, living it. So Fast and Furious. So this guy, Fast and Furious. Chris in the house. What's going on, my friend? Payton, you made it. Thank you for being here, my friend. I bought a lot of figs from YouTubers for cheap after they opened them. Oh my god. No, that's what happens. You win, so there's nothing to be ashamed of. You're the winner here, 100% Commander Cook. Everybody has changed what they're telling people to do. I never follow them. If it's something I had recollection pre-order. Yep. There you go. It's insane. Been doing since 08. Never. Crazy, right? Crazy. But all right, let me see what the other. I had something else to talk about. We got Lou. Oh wait, no, this is what I needed to do. There we go. Guys, so what the hell's going on? All right, so one thing I wanted to talk about that I noticed, but like I glanced through it, but I was like, wait a minute. So who thinks this is getting made now? Anybody? The Batmobile, by the way. Who thinks this is getting made now? Because now it's 1,000% coming. You know what I mean? I thought there was going to be more pictures. Nope, just one. All right. Oh, here it is. So let me know in the chat, guys, who thinks this is coming. I think now this is 1,000,000,000% coming. And this is, again, what I told you guys. This modern suit version is the first version. And I think, again, we're getting more versions of Batman. I don't know if necessarily Michael Keaton, but it's a possibility. I'm not saying no. It's a huge possibility because remember, in his little whole armor, he had like 5, 6 different suits that he could wear in the movie. So that's a huge possibility. But the Batmobile now, I think it's a no-brainer. I think it's it's coming. Man, I am super late. Is Betson Luke? No, not yet. We talked about it earlier. There was a rumor that apparently he was supposed to be released this week, so we're waiting for that to happen. We don't know anything yet. So yeah, so I think this is finally this Batmobile is finally coming now. Very excited for that. Very, very excited for that. Oh wait, no, it's already on pre-order. What am I talking about? Isn't the Batmobile on pre-order already, guys? Let me see. Am I losing my mind? This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't stay on top of stuff. See why I need you, Bobby? See why you need to be at work all the time? Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. So it is. I don't know why I completely forgot that this was out. What was I thinking? So they're doing this. They're reusing. I was gonna say reusing the '89 Batman for the new suit, right? For this one, obviously the new 1989, and I think for those who obviously are getting it, I think you'll be able to use it as well for the new modern suit Batman that I just pulled up. Where is he? Where are you? Right here. So beautiful, beautiful. It is your fault. Oh man, I'd stop using. Oh my god. Let me see what this guy says. Yeah, I know. Stop using. I know. I'm like, what the hell just happened? I'm like, what did I? I'm like, this coming out. I'm like, I thought it was already out. Yeah, I got to stop using vitamins, jerk. So we'll see. Let's see. This cover so it didn't show it in the promo pictures, and that was one of the things that people were talking about. It didn't show the cover, the shield cover that the original one came with. I think it's gonna anyway, but if they don't put it on there, I don't know what that means. Because that cover is a big part of the vehicle. Without that cover, again, it's not something that it would be expensive for them to make. It's not something that it would be, crazy. They already have the mold. They have the mold. So it's not like it's going to cost them billions of dollars to redo the thing, to give us the shield again. I am not pre-ordering this. I am not getting this second one. I don't need a second one. Even though apparently it's supposed to be, they tweaked it. Apparently, if it's true, I don't know. But I'm not getting it. I'm happy with the original one with the shield. I have it up there right now with the shields covering it because that thing collects dust like crazy. Which I'm glad that I came with the shield for that reason. I don't need to look at it 24/7 because there's no need. But with the shield on it, it actually looks even better because it's that much more bulky and it just takes up that much more room and it just looks that much better. So that's why I'm happy that it came with it. But do I need a second Batmobile? I don't think so. If you guys want to make some money though, get yourself one or two. If you're not planning on getting it, get yourself one or two because vehicles will always increase in price. Vehicles, they make a certain amount and then they'll disappear for how long and then they'll bring them back. So I can guarantee you buy one of these at 7 something, you could definitely sell it later on over 1,000 easy. Okay. And that's if you want to make some money. I'm stuck with literally about 80 figures sealed that you guys know that I use for the raffle. So I'm not buying another vehicle for that. But if you guys want to make some quick money, there you go. You make $400, $500 easy. But yeah, so this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about because I think that I thought that it wasn't out. All right, guys. So let me see what you guys are saying before I get the hell out of here. Don't forget to smash that like button, please, guys. Don't forget. I appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Let's see. You know why? Because when you pre-order everything as they come out, you don't remember what came out. Especially this vehicle when it was teased and then it wasn't out and then it was. Leave me alone, okay? Okay, Luis? Okay, Luis? If I could just have one 6-scale vehicle, it would be That would be a beautiful one. That the dashboard in that, the cockpit would be amazing, and that the scanner light in the front, I think that would be the coolest thing. Hit that like button. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Hey, Fabs, are you buying doubles or triples? No, not for. So, give you an example, which I mentioned earlier. The clone pilots, right? I got two, one for each head. The clone troopers, I got two, just one for each head. So I am buying multiples only to get the second look, but not multiples to either sell or to just keep here like I did forever, expecting to have a custom or make my own, kit bash with a head sculpt or anything like that. No, I'm not doing that anymore. Thor, the from Love and Thunder, I ordered two of those again because remember he comes with this helmet on, head sculpt, and then the regular head sculpt. So to get those looks, I have to get multiples, but to sell, absolutely not. And not for myself either. It's just either one or two for my collection. That's it. And obviously, until I get rid of the ones for the raffles. Fab school hunters are quick and looks exactly. Yeah, hell yeah. Kit would be a beautiful vehicle. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle. All right, guys. As always, thank you guys for watching. I'll be back on Saturday. Hopefully not by myself because these guys are lazy. Again, thank you guys. Love hanging out with you guys. I will see you guys again. Like I said, it's 9:30 Saturday. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.